Well, good afternoon, Dragon family. It's Thursday, which means here I am. One of my favorite things every week, talking to my Dragon family about different things. So if you're new to the group, my name is Araya Anra, and I am a psychic medium, energy healer, life coach, and also known as the Dragon Lady because they are my number one priority. They are really a big part of my work, and actually just finished our last session of the Dragon Within book club today. We had an amazing 6 weeks, and I know that everyone got a lot out of it. As we all joke each time, it's way more than a book club. It was so much fun. And there's Robin coming in from that, hot off the heels of our last meditation. So, introduce myself, want to talk about energetic transmissions today because this is something I've done for years. And it is a powerful tool in your tool belt for actually advancing forward on your journey. Advancing into your journey of light to remember who you are, the greater being that you are, to access more love, more light, more information. Hi, Teen Marie. And so want to share with you because there's an opportunity coming up. I haven't done group transmissions in a while because I haven't had big global events going on, but now we've got one happening, so I want to bring that back in as an opportunity for all of you guys who can't be part of our Egypt sacred journey to understand not only what energetic transmissions are, but know that you have an opportunity to participate, to receive all of the incredible healing stuff and forward growth that's going to happen during that journey with the dragons, with all the sacred beings that are part of that in each of the temples that we're in up and down the Nile. So starting with first, energetic transmissions, what are they? So essentially, if you have ever experienced an energetic download from your guides, from angelic beings, from star beings, whatever source, place you receive downloads from, you know what it feels like to receive energy. If you've ever received a Reiki healing or an energetic healing from someone, a body worker, you know what it feels like to receive energy. So the beautiful thing about energy is that it can be worked with all over the world. You don't have to be right next to a person. Hi, Deb. Good to see you. We missed you today. You don't have to be right next to a person to be doing energy work on them. So it can actually be sent around the globe. And that means that you can transmit it and you can receive it. And so an energy transmission is a specific frequency that is being sent with a specific dynamic of charge and code and light information within it, healing information within it, that goes out and is sent essentially with a programmed time of reception, both sending and receiving, so that the individual on the other end of it actually just goes in and sets their intent to receive that and opens that energy body, and that comes in. It's sort of like a mail delivery system with a really cool package that's full of dynamic energy that is going to help your healing journey. And so it helps move things out of the body. It helps break up densities, just like energetic healing would with Reiki or other ways of moving energy. So when these are offered, there's usually a sequence of them that allows a rapid series of growth to unfold and just dynamic change in a short time. So it allows really big things to happen over a short time frame. And typically there's a group element to it, which is how I like to work them. When we have an opportunity for group dynamic that makes everything exponential as well, when the dragons are involved, it's exponential to another degree. And so it makes for a big wave of possibility and potential, which is quite exciting. How do you receive them? So essentially, you sit in a meditative space, you get quiet, you allow your body to be quiet. You do a few deep breaths, just like you would to get into meditation. Yeah, exactly. Prayers that we can do for others. It's all that transmission of energy, isn't it, Deb? So when you're sitting to receive, first you want to set a grounding cord. You always want to have a grounding cord in place so that as you actually receive and things are hit, debris is created and moved out of your field, it has a place to go down and out into the earth where Mother Gaia can actually transform it, transmute it into a different form and be available for it. Fantastic, Suzanne. So in that, you start breathing, you set your grounding cord, and you take at least 3 nice deep breaths in and out, just like you would to start a meditation, to exhale the stresses of the day. Let everything else around your world be left outside. Leave it at the door. It'll be there when you get back to it. But allow yourself 30 minutes to 60 minutes, ideally, to sit and receive. and essentially just go into your central channel, into your quiet meditative space. If you're not an active meditator, haven't ever learned the art of that, just allow yourself to go into a breathing space where you're just quiet and you just let everything else go. If you are in a very practiced meditative space, you know how to go into a deep space, that's where you want to go in and stay and just open all your channels. Open your energy body, open your crown chakra, open your heart chakra, and just allow it to come in. And you'll feel, even if you've never done this before, you'll feel a wave of energy start to come. And that's why I say it's programmed to receive at a certain time. So say I'm doing an event and I want to send it at 6 a.m. I'll use that because that's coming up for the event in October. So 6 a.m., that's when I'm actively there sending it. You can actually receive it either at 6 a.m. aligned with whatever time frame that is for you in your time zone, or you can align with 6 a.m. wherever you are in the world, 6 a.m. at your time as well, and know that that link up will happen. What if you forget to sit down and receive it that time, or you're busy teaching a class or doing a speech or talking to a group? Then you just allow yourself, because I always program them to be received, just like opening your mailbox when you are ready to receive. So you just set your intent, you go into your meditative space and allow and open and say, okay, I'm ready to receive this. And you will feel the wave come immediately. And that wave comes in, it settles in, it either comes in through the crown, comes in through the heart, and it will come in as fast or as slow as you need it to, as your body allows it to. So if you've got channels that are blocked in certain ways, and this is healing energy coming in to actually help move some of that, it might come in more slowly so that it's creating healing space as it goes. If you've already worked on some of those channels and the aspects that need attention in your field are in a different place or a little deeper or more etheric, it's going to come in a little faster because you've done a lot of energy work and you're able to receive on a greater scale. Does that mean like one person will receive more than the other? No. They're going to receive it in a slower wave and allow it to integrate, and they will actually possibly even receive through the night. So it can come in for as long as 24 hours, sometimes longer, I guess, but typically you'll feel it complete within an hour. The ones I'm designing for this next journey are set to receive within a half-hour time period, but that doesn't mean you can't sit for an hour and just allow your body to integrate it after you've received it, because you will feel when the flow slacks, when it slackens and lessens, and you feel it diminish and you go, oh, okay, it's complete. Now you're in this beautiful wave of energy. You want to sit and enjoy it, really benefit from it, and just feel and see where it is shifting things in your body, and your energy body, your physical body, your light body. So becoming aware and just sensing and feeling. You might have visuals pop up. You might have ideas or thoughts come up, memories, triggers of just an internal knowing of something where it clicks into place and you have these aha moments of, whoa, now I understand what this has been happening in the last 2 weeks, as you get these puzzle pieces energetically. So part of why I'm sharing this today is because we have a sacred journey to Egypt coming up. And Egypt and South Africa, it's connected to the black dragon female that sits under that tectonic plate. She has been out of balance due to the patriarchal domination over the last several millennia, and the pendulum is swinging back, and we're moving into a balance between the masculine and the feminine, the divine feminine rising. And so it's her time to actually be brought back up. And it's come to my awareness in the last several months that she's actually been subdued energetically during this time period. So with all the events unfolding, there's so much to the picture that every month since March 21st, with the equinox, there's been things unfolding of the dynamic that's moving forward for this to happen, and things happening and activations taking place up to this point that are going to make it possible. And so as we align, there's going to be activations. I know, I'm really excited. I love all those hearts. That's probably Teresa, because I'm so excited for this trip and what's unfolding. And as I keep getting more and more information, hi Sue, it is blowing my mind, the synchronicities and what is actually coming into play. So we're starting in Saqqara and the Sphinx, and moving up the Nile, coming down the entire birth canal from the center of the womb space down to the base of the root chakra of this female black dragon. And each of those temples, there's going to be opportunities, not every, but every other day, I think is what's lined up with the energy of the temple and the energy that needs to be moved out. And it's really about balance. It's about sacred union balance and bringing the masculine and the feminine together in that place. And yay, hi Chris, you're actually for live, woohoo! And Chris is going to be on that journey with us. I'm really excited about that, and Loretta's leading it. But going from the Isis temple in Philae at the top of the Nile, down through the Nile, and then ending in Giza in the King's Chamber of the Great Pyramid. Now what's interesting about that piece is that is the root chakra of this beautiful gigantic black dragon. And I will be flying to South Africa a couple days before that to line up and get on the activation site of her crown chakra, so that I will be in the crown. Loretta and Chris, who are two of my dragon hearts, are going to be in the King's Pyramid with a group of 12 around one. That's perfect dynamic of creation. And I will be with a small group in the crown, and we're going to actually activate that lineup, and it's going to connect up to Orion and triangulate out from there to Sirius, and then back up and into the Pleiades, which means the fifth dimensional energies of the Orion system, the sixth dimensional energies of the Sirian system, and the seventh through ninth dimensional energies of the Pleiades are actually coming into play now in this sphere. They're going to be available to us, and they're going to be part of these energy transmissions. So this is a journey, rebirthing through the Phoenix at the start, coming through, releasing the out of balance masculine, releasing the out of balance feminine, bringing them together. And I know, Robin, I'm so excited too. And then with the culmination actually not only benefiting us with this dynamic of this link up, that you're going to receive these super high charged frequency energies, but also being in service to lift this beautiful black dragon back into her position, into her rightful place, where she belongs, in balance with her divine masculine counterpart who is in the Pacific. So that said, sharing all that because I've just put together all the transmissions. It all came through this week, so divinely and gracefully. You know, when things are in flow, they come with ease and grace, and it was all right there. I've just put it all together and posted an event. That's why I came on a little bit late. I wanted to get the event posted with a registration link so that you can actually go on. There's 6 separate transmissions. It's every other day until the end, and then there's a couple day break before the actual activation. And you can either sign up for individual ones. There's descriptions in the Facebook event, and I'll post the link here in the video. But there's descriptions for each of the transmissions of the 6, what they do, where they're going to be held, which dragons, because the energy of this is amplified so intensely because it's connected with all the dragons from these different star systems that are supporting this, as well as the elementals. And you'll see there's a grouping of dragons that's specific for each of these transmissions, which is consistent with the energy frequency that they're working with, what they're clearing in the body, in the physical body, the energy body, light body, and the gifts that they're bringing. So you'll see lined out which dragons. There's even a couple that have archangels working with us in there, with Melchizedek and Metatron. I'm sure Michael will show up somewhere. But you can either sign up for all 6 individually or get a price break to actually sign up for the entire journey. And I've made it really affordable to make it something that everybody can participate in. So they're only $11 each and $55 for the entire grouping of the journey, because I want you guys to be able to do the entire journey. This is going to be a huge blessing and a gift for the planet and for you individually. So knowing that that's here, I wanted to bring that forward today because I'm really excited about it. And we're only about 6 weeks out from the beginning of that trip. So it's time to start thinking and looking forward into that. Yes, Robin, looking forward into that. And what I'm also going to try and do is at the end, after each one on a daily basis, if I can get a Wi-Fi signal where I am, I will send an email or a post out to those that received it about actually what went on in the ceremony, what happened on my end energetically, to share any of the pieces that might help facilitate growth and expansion for you. So knowing that I'm here to support your journey, that's what I do, that's what I'm here for. I do it with the dragons specifically, but I also do it with archangels and whatever beings are your guides and guardians. And that's why I offer dragon readings, I offer book clubs, I offer programs. We're getting into the new program being created right now, the Eye of the Dragon, which is going to be a 4-month dynamic rather than the next 9-month way. The Dragon Heart's going to be a year from now, next September, it's looking like. But in that interim, there's a 4-month program that's being created and birthed, and it's like a creative process to get you ready for the Way of the Dragon Heart. If you want to keep going forward with that, but it's something that I'm seeing coming together around the end of January, beginning of February is our start date, which means we're going to start registration probably in October, and interviews and applications from that point forward. So getting excited because there's a lot happening dynamically, energetically with the dragons, and it's just, when it all flows, it just gets super exciting. So if you have any questions, please email me. If you're interested in session work or you're needing assistance with meeting your dragon, connect with me for a 20-minute dragon reading, or email and ask me questions about what program would be best for you as where you're at on your journey and what you're trying to get to, because that's what I do. Hi Willow, good to see you. So all that information is out there. I will post a link to the events so you can read more about the transmissions and what each of them is actually going to be about, to see, wow, this is an amazing journey and I want to be part of it, and actually be able to feel already that energy start flowing, because it starts even before the journey begins physically. Our energy bodies are already leading us towards it. So have a fabulous day. Really, I know it's so exciting to wonderful to share with you. And I know there was a question in the group that I will address next week. So apologize to that member of our family, but I will get to that one next week, because this was top of heart, top of mind, on the top of my plate today. Hi Randy, great to see you. So hopefully you guys will all get hi Willow. Hopefully you guys will all catch the replay and get all that information, because energy transmissions, they were a big part of my growth early on, and I worked with a lot of people 8 and 10 years ago, especially when I was doing series of transmissions from all over the world, and I know how dynamic and powerful they are. So it is one of my specialties. That's what me and the dragons like to do. So have a fabulous day, and I will see you guys next week. Lots and lots of love to you. Bye.